Thank you for catching this replay. This one's really exciting because this is what the webinar is based on. Hey, Ryan. Oh, hey, Top Cat. I still got my cat ears over here. Happy to have a fellow cat in here. I am so excited about this. Thank you for inviting followers, Ryan. So if you are catching this replay or if you are live, this is a 10-day countdown to my webinar, Create a Website That Works in 6 weeks or less without tech overwhelm. Hey, 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 Go Trends. How are you? I'm going to keep looking at you till I remember your name. Leon. Okay, Leon, I've got you. Hello, everybody. So I am doing a 10-day series. Today is day 7. 7 days to left till my webinar, and it's getting more and more exciting each day. Thank you for the hearts. And so please check out this link, bit.ly/biz-and-tech. I've got days 10, 9, and 8 replays where I talked about 10 keys to success in your business, 9 questions to ask when figuring out your niche, 8 places to find potential clients. Hello, there's my mom. Say hi to my mom right here in the chat box. That's awesome. So thank you for all the hearts. Hello, everybody that's joining. This is a 10-day countdown to my webinar, and today I'm talking about the 7 steps to creating a website that actually works. And when I say works, that means it attracts clients. Thank you. Your website will be attracting clients, really speaking your truth and what your business is about, authentically expressing who you are, who your clients are, getting people to sign up for your newsletter, getting people to sign up for your programs if it's a right fit, and more. So check this out. And if you're new to me, my name is Katya Sarmiento. I'm the founder of Reach and Make Millions, where I help holistic entrepreneurs and coaches build a thriving online business. And so please feel free to share this broadcast or replay, depending which one you're catching. If you're live, please click this little guy to follow me and to share. And if you're new to Periscope, you can tap on the screen and press the hearts. Oh, great. Ryan and my mom having a conversation about me. How awesome. So I'm gonna get right into the content, and usually I've been having these cute little like note cards, but this is a topic that I get really into, and I felt like there was too much to make note cards in. So Taylor Fitness, and if you're new to me, please let me know in the comments what your name is and where you're from so I can say hi and check out your profile. So getting right into it, this is really important because I see a lot of coaches that I work with go straight to making a website and then getting very overwhelmed and confused and frustrated and stuck. So there's a few things that you need to think about before making a website. And I have a program called Create a Website That Works. It's a 7-week video training with private coaching. And literally my clients don't create a website until week 4. So, and the reason why is because we're working on a few other things. So 7 steps. Step 1 is branding. So you want to get clear. Hey, Stephanie! Steph with an F. I'm so glad you're here. Please feel free to check out this link. I have so much more free content for you. And please share and heart it up. I love you, Steph. Oh, you're so awesome. Thank you for inviting. So yes, step 1, branding. So you need to get very clear on who you are, what you're doing, what clients do you work with, how are you going to help them, how are you going to be perceived, and welcome to everybody joining us. I'm talking about the 7 steps to creating a website that works. And the first step is branding. And you can get more information at this link. And so, you know, there's, thank you for inviting Ask Rain. Let me check you out. Eric, thank you, Eric, for sharing. Nice to meet you. Hey, Funk Master. Oh, so many new people in here. Awesome. Funk Master, I'm going to check you out. Oh, you don't have a name here. Well, hello. Tell me your first name so I could start to get to know you here. Hello, everybody. So, first step to creating a website that works, branding. And so you need to get really clear about what your message is. Natasha from, New York. Awesome. Hey, Johnny. Nice to see you guys here. And thank you, GoTrends, for inviting followers. Leon. Aha, I got it. So thank you for all the hearts and for sharing. And if you're not following me already, you can press this guy over here. Andrea, hey, how are you? Oh, so many awesome faces. I'm trying to very stay focused. Rich from St. Louis. Awesome, nice to meet you. Trying to stay focused on content, but I love meeting you guys and seeing you guys on here. So branding, get clear on your message, get clear on your positioning. How are they going to perceive you? What is your website going to look like? Do you have professional photographer to take your pictures and get good? Boss Babe Beauty. Hey, Boss Babe Beauty. Am I nervous? No, I'm excited. I'm nervous about my webinar. It's coming up in 7 days. Hey! What's up? So, okay, cool. So, yeah, so I usually, and I was talking about this in the other day where I was talking about 9 questions to ask to figure out your niche. And so you want to really go out there and connect with people. The webinar link is right here. When you sign up for the webinar, you sign up for 10 days of free content. We're on day 7. Awesome, cool. You do webinars. So take a screenshot, share it with your friends. Particle, I like that name. Sorry, I got disconnected and I can see again. Awesome. Higher, please. All right, here we go. Cool. So, thank you, Ryan. Thank you for posting the link. So that's branding, and I always tell people to go out and connect and get really clear on who you want to work with, because then the next step, everything builds up on each other. The next step, step number 2, is your copy. And so you are not going to touch technology or a website. Thank you all for inviting. Love you guys. Yay! Yes, I am awesome. Yes, it's true. I'm practicing receiving. Hello, Mindy in Philadelphia. Awesome. So yeah, you've got branding, and now you've got copy. And so it's like once you've connected with so many people, like figuring out what they're struggling with, what they want, how you help, what you do to support them, and what services you're going to offer, the copy flows. So this comes from conversation, and usually I offer a 3 to 4 hour call for my clients where we sit down, I ask them those specific questions, and we outline the copy. Easy. Because when I see coaches trying to okay, let me get on the technology, make the website, figure out the copy, do this, do that, it gets really overwhelming. We'll be back to watch the replay here, Harding, while I finish a class. I mean, pay attention in class. Okay, I love you, Steph. I'll see you later. So, yeah, and there's strategy behind the copy. Thanks for the follows. Yes, everybody on the scope is awesome. I love you guys. So, yeah, and I'm a perfectionist, so copy can take some time for me. It's really important to get clear that, okay, your homepage, what's the point of the homepage copy? It's to introduce yourself, and you want to answer these 3 questions, like who you are, what you do, and why should this visitor care? Then your about page, yay, I will enjoy, thank you. Your about page is about telling your story in a way that resonates with your client and also shows them your journey from where you were and where you are now. And it's kind of like also their story of where they are now and giving them that hope of oh, hey, this is possible for me too. And then your programs page, you want to clearly outline the benefits and the value of what you're offering. Because if not, then your website's not going to sell anything for you. So once you've got the branding and you've got the copywriting, you've got pretty much the bulk of your website done. And this is actually when I go into my 3rd step, which is mindset. And I find this really important. And I know a lot of people talk about success mindset and all that, but what I focus on is tech overwhelm. And I will be talking about tech overwhelm on day 4. I have a 4-step method to ease tech overwhelm because I know it happens. And so branding, content writing or copywriting. Hi, Journey Hencart. Nice to see you here. I like checking out people's profiles just to get to know you guys a little bit more. Super cool. Glad to have you here. And so we're on step 3, which is mindset. Hello, San Antonio, Texas. Awesome. Oh, Houston, Texas. Super cool. We've got a lot of people in a lot of different places. Awesome. I'm in Miami, Florida, by the way. So really warm over here. Oh, your first name's Journey. That's really cool. Say hello to my son, Angel. Hi, Angel. Nice to have you guys here. So it's really important that you don't get overwhelmed with the technology because you've already done a lot of the work with the branding and the copywriting. And now you're about to step into actually creating the website. And I'm about to give you a tool recommendation for that to make it easy. And so you want to make sure that okay, first off, tech overwhelm happens to everybody. A lot of my clients think that I'm tech god and nothing happens to me. And it's very not true. Like, I have tech overwhelm probably more than most people because I work in technology a lot. And yes, bit.ly/biz and tech, thank you for sharing the link. This is where you could get all of this content and more. I have 10 days of content and Periscopes. So yeah, tech overwhelm happens. You can't avoid it. You can't ignore it. You just need to manage it. And so, no, I'm not a tech god, unfortunately. Tech has a mind of its own. I've gotten the tech god, the tech guru, tech queen. My business actually used to be the authentic technology coach, tech goddess, thank you. So yes, but literally, especially Mercury retrograde, oh my God. That's when all of my clients come to me crying, hey Carlos. So all of my clients crying, oh my God, I suck at technology. I'm like, no. It's just the energy, it's just Mercury retrograde, it's just technology, don't blame yourself, it happens. So, the next part is the actual website. This is step 4, is the actual website, and I highly recommend Squarespace. And the reason why, and this causes controversy everywhere, like I love WordPress, I love Wix, I love Weebly, there's The Grid, there's FreeWebs, Site Builder, GoDaddy, there's tons of them, I know. Squarespace, and I have tried all of them. I have had clients in all ranges trying all of them. I have found Squarespace. Now, Wix just had an issue with Google and SEO. And I have personally I used to use Wix. I used to love Wix. But they have a lot of glitches. Back to Squarespace. Let me focus on the positive. Squarespace is for non-techie people. And most of the clients I work with are just starting off in their business. They don't have a big, like, $7,000 budget for WordPress and a web developer and all this stuff. So Squarespace is a great place to start. They have nice designs. They have templates. Editing it is like editing a Word document. So if you can write a Word document, you can make a website on Squarespace. They have great customer service, great guides. It's drag and drop. It's simple. With everything, there's a learning curve, so it's like driving a car. You're gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna be nervous. You're gonna have some like, okay, I don't get this here and there. You're gonna mess up. It's okay. So yeah, Squarespace. They have the blogging feature. They can let you have a shopping cart feature. Like, it's the full suite for coaches, I believe. Especially when you're first starting off, it's easy to make a website look beautiful on Squarespace. And if you happen to not like a certain design, it's easy to change. The content and the design are different. So you can write, and basically what I have my clients do is when they get clear on the branding, that's getting clear on design. When they get clear on the content and copy, they copy and paste that onto Squarespace easily. From Word document to Squarespace, simple. And then the design is just that professional photography, the color scheme. I teach so clearly, thank you, I appreciate that. So the color scheme, like being very clear on how you map it out for your clients, because what's important about your website is the experience of this visitor. And so you want to have it mapped out so it's smooth for them to be like a total stranger, to get to know you, build the relationship, start the connection, and then turn into a client, which is the next steps that I talk about. So once you've got branding, once you've got copywriting, once you've managed tech overwhelm, because it's going to happen, and you've got the website on Squarespace, you want to start focusing on email marketing. And by the way, all the things I'm recommending now I use, so my website is on Squarespace. And so for email marketing, Mailchimp and SumoMe. These two are free to use. They're simple to learn. I see coaches paying I don't know how much money for Infusionsoft and not even using the features. So thank you for inviting followers, you guys, and thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate them. And so, yes, Aweber. So do you like Aweber? Are you using all the features that you're paying for? Are you enjoying the experience? Are you using it? Do you know how to use it? If you are, great. I recommend Mailchimp because it connects easily with Squarespace. Perfect. So you're good to go. So stay there. A lot of my clients are using these tools and feeling frustrated and not knowing how to use them and not using them at all. Mailchimp and SumoMe.com. It's by Noah Kagan from AppSumo. I love him. So SumoMe.com. Okay, let me start from the beginning. Mailchimp lets you create the list of people, of your email contacts. So when someone comes onto your website, you want to have an opt-in box that lets you capture someone's name and email address. That name and email address gets saved onto Mailchimp for free, up to a certain amount of subscribers. And then SumoMe is the actual opt-in box on your website. GetResponse. So look, I've tried a ton of tools. GetResponse, Constant Contact, Infusionsoft, there's Entrepreneur. They're up to 2K subs, thank you. Mailchimp, Aweber. It's not a thing of preference of what I like and don't like. It's what is going to work for you and your business specifically. And so I work with holistic entrepreneurs and coaches that are just starting off in their business, and I found these mix of tools, Squarespace, Mailchimp, and SumoMe, to really, really work. And it's free and cheap. You can upgrade if you want to. Oh, thank you. Thank you for following me, Journey. And if anyone else isn't following me, you can click the little Perry guy down here and follow me. And if you're watching on the web, come down, download Periscope, and join the community. It's really awesome. It's addicting, though. What about the stats that 85% of emails go unopened? Yeah, there's going to be stats for everything, and there's going to be emails that are unopened. Is it still worth doing email marketing? Yes. And the way I do email marketing is very specific, which is what I'll get into. Because also with my clients, when we do copywriting calls together, I help them outline a sales funnel. And I will be talking about sales funnel on day 5. 5 tips to setting up a sales funnel that sells. Yes, have good headlines. And also you want to have a process. So someone comes onto your website. What's next? Get on the list. Once they're on your list, what's next? A sales funnel, a series of automated emails that goes out to them, adds value, introduces who you are, teaches content, and more. And if you want to see day 5, go to this link and sign up for the webinar, because you'll get the 10 days of content at this link. And it's day 5 tips to setting up a sales funnel that sells with Mailchimp and SumoMe. And so on the Squarespace website, you can easily connect SumoMe. Yes, thank you for typing in the link down there. You can connect SumoMe, and you can have a bunch of different opt-in boxes. You can have the one that pops up right in the middle of the page. You could have the header bar at the top. The one I like is like this little scroll box that pops up only when people have read through 50% of the page. When's the webinar? November 12th. And we're counting down the days, so there's 7 days left to the webinar. Hi, Katya, learning a ton already, and we'll see you on the webinar. Awesome! Love this. People learning. Good. So, yeah. So then SumoMe connects automatically with Mailchimp and passes over the names and email addresses to Mailchimp, and you can start emailing your list. Really important, because the website, and the reason why you want to do email marketing is not for the email openings. Here's the link. Glad to have it. Take a screenshot if you'd like. I'll keep it up here for a minute. But the reason you want to do email marketing is not for like, oh, I want more emails to be opened. It's really you want to build a relationship with these people. So in my email list, in my sales funnel, awesome. In my sales funnel, the first thing I ask is like, hey, reach out to me. What are you struggling with? I read and respond to most emails. I used to read and respond to all emails, but now I get a lot. So I mentioned I respond to most. And when they reach out, I really make an effort to read what they have to say and to reach out and connect with them and offer my support and build that relationship, because that's the whole point of coaching. Coaching is just building relationships and connecting and collaborating with people. And so if your website's just sitting there and doing nothing for you, you just paid for nothing. Like basically a website is a tool to help you build more relationships. Ciao, everyone. Okay, bye. I like the little guitar and wine emoji. Thank you for inviting followers. I really appreciate it. And I love all the hearts, you guys. And so, again, very important. Your website is a tool for building relationships. And so you need to have an opt-in box and be focusing on list building. Easiest tools, Mailchimp and SumoMe.com. And so we've got the branding, we've got the copywriting, we've got the mindset with tech overwhelm, we've got the website on Squarespace, we've got the email marketing with Mailchimp and SumoMe, and now we want the systems. And what's important about this is because I see a lot of this is what happened. I've been working on this program for like 2 years. And so my beginning clients, I would help them create a website, and I didn't include teaching the systems because I didn't even have systems at that point. What happened with me and my clients was that we created this website that really works. We got a lot of clients, and we were really burnt out, and we had a lot going on all at once. It was hard to keep track of everything. And so now I teach my clients what I call an onboarding system. And so all you want to do as a coach is tell people about your website, show up to free sales calls that you offer, and then show up for the coaching calls. Nothing in between, not worrying about payments, not worrying about scheduling, not worrying about contracts, not worrying about how you're going to record the call, like none of that. And I see a lot of coaches worrying about this. I see some clients would come to me, it's like, I'm still waiting for a check in the mail. I can't schedule this client until then, or going back and forth between emails, like, are you free this date? Oh, no, I'm not. How about this date? Oh, no, that doesn't work. How about this date? Like 20 emails later and the person doesn't even schedule or show up. That sucks. That's happened to me. That's why I know so well. Getting contracts, really, really important, you know, especially if you're a health coach or just a life coach, any coach in general. Yes, time is money. Yes. And so you want to get the contract signed. And I have heard of coaches, you know, emailing the contract as a PDF and then the client saying, oh, I don't know how to sign this PDF. And they're like, oh, just fax it to me. It's like, I don't have a fax. So the contract doesn't get signed. The coaching starts. Problems happen. The contract was never signed. Really dangerous. So systems that I really, 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 really recommend. And it's easy to connect again with Squarespace, and they're either free or cheap. For scheduling clients, I recommend Acuity Scheduling. Acuity Scheduling. This handles all of, like, you can sync with your Google Calendar. You can set up different availabilities. I know a lot of coaches like still work part-time or full-time jobs and have different availability. So you can literally set your available coaching times differently each day or each week or each month. You can have multiple appointments. You can accept payments. You can have intake forms. I know health coaches like having health intake forms. I have my own intake form about learning about your business and website. You can have client notes on there. You can see previous sessions and upcoming sessions. It's really, really great. I've been with Acuity since they first started, and their customer service is amazing. Anytime one of my clients or myself is like, oh, Acuity doesn't do this, I wish it did, we all email them at once. Yes, thank you for the link. There's the link. We all email them at once, and we're like, hey, we'd love to see this. And then like they usually make it happen. It's amazing. They listen so well. So Acuity Scheduling, and it's free. And also it connects with PayPal and Stripe. I recommend Stripe for payments because I've heard a lot of issues with PayPal, and I've personally had issues with PayPal as well. So I use Stripe. And Acuity connects with Stripe and has like the whole shopping cart feature. You can have products, packages, everything you want. For contracts, I recommend HelloSign. I believe you do have to pay like $10 a month, or you have 3 free contracts. And by the way, I have this all on my website. When you join my list, you get this free tech toolkit called the Systems and Tools You Must Have in Your Online Coaching Business to Be Successful. All of the links and all of that stuff is there. And I'll probably send it out to the webinar registrants just for free because I feel like everybody needs to have these tools. So Acuity Scheduling with Stripe, HelloSign for contracts, and then Uber Conference for conference calls. I love Uber Conference. Super simple, looks really great. It's free. You can record all your calls. You could do one-on-one calls. You could do group calls. Really awesome. So breathe, because that was a lot of technology that I just listed off to you guys. But this is what makes a website work. Your website, do you like Uber better than Zoom? I love Zoom. Yeah, well, so like, again, this is not based on my personal preference. This is based on what will work for your business and this is what I've seen that works for my clients. The clients that I'm used to usually have just phone calls. I love Zoom because you can do face-to-face, and I have done a group coaching program where we all went on Zoom, and we interacted face-to-face. And I know somebody's doing a webinar kind of with Zoom where everybody in the webinar is going to be face-to-face. So yes, awesome, cool. So yeah, so Zoom is great for you. Uber Conference may work too. It all depends. I can't wait to watch the replay. Yes, if you want to watch the replay of today and previous days, because this is 10 days of Periscopes of content like this, you can go to this link. Welcome to the new people as well. I don't know if Zoom is free. I don't think so. And then, so that's the systems. So we've got the branding, we've got the copywriting, we've got the mindset, website, email marketing, systems, and the last one that I recently added to my program. I used to use Fuse, and I also use Join.me. They're all great. They're all great. Uber Conference is simple, free phone calls with one person or group. Record the calls, free. Have your own number and PIN. That's why I recommend it. Trying to keep it, and then like when I recommend tools, I try to keep it very simple and very cheap or free, because I know we all love that. Especially as, I don't know about you, but I spent a lot of money on hiring coaches and buying programs. So I feel like you'd rather spend your money on that, investing in coaching. So yeah. So the 7th step that I recently added, I added it because I saw a lot of my clients, when they finished working with me on their website and systems and all that stuff, they would start tweaking endlessly. Tweaking their website endlessly. This comes with, it's not just them, it's me too. I'm a perfectionist, especially because I know how to build websites. I could spend hours on a tweaking website. Hey, Arc Dude. Hello. Zoom, 40 minutes free. That's good to know. I'm going to actually write that down after I get off the scope, because I love Zoom. I'm new from London. Hey, Claudette. Awesome to have you guys here. And if you guys are new, hey, what platform do I use for my website? Squarespace. I used to use WordPress. I used to use Wix. I've used them all. Squarespace, I've landed there. So let me reintroduce myself really quick. My name is Katya Sarmiento. I'm the founder of ReachAndMakeMillions.com, where I help holistic entrepreneurs and coaches build a thriving online business. I love all these newbies here. Hey, Ken from Fort Lauderdale. I'm in Miami. You need to message me on Facebook, like right after this. Yeah. So, and this is part of a 10-day countdown to my webinar, Create a Website That Works in 6 weeks or less without tech overwhelm. And today is 7 steps to creating a website that works. I've got 10 days of other great content like sales funnels. Aw, thank you, Journey. I love that. And thank you for inviting followers. And if you're not following me already, you can click here and click the Perry guy. But I send out reminders to the webinar registrants for when I go live every day at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. And so I've been going through the 7 steps. The first step has been branding. 2nd step, copywriting. 3rd step is your mindset with tech overwhelm. 4th step is the actual website on Squarespace. 5th step is your email list, and I recommend Mailchimp and SumoMe. 6th step is your systems, and I recommend Acuity Scheduling, HelloSign for contracts, Stripe for payments, and Uber Conference for calls. Simple, cheap, free tools to start with. This is just to start with. And then the 7th step that I've added recently, first time to your live scope, love it. Awesome, I'm so glad you're loving it. And thank you for all the hearts, you guys. And so the 7th step is for us perfectionists. Do you know how to create a paid membership website? Yes, I do. And if you need any help, just reach out to me on Facebook or on Twitter, and I can help you. On Twitter, I have a different username, unfortunately, because Reach and Make Millions doesn't fit. But you can find my website, ReachAndMakeMillions.com, and find me everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn. I'm everywhere. Thank you. So, 7th step. Yes, hashtag Perry10K. Yes. So I haven't been on a share-a-thon in a while. ReachAndMakeMillions.com. Thank you. So, I see my clients go on. And when clients finish with me, I usually like to recommend a different area. Like if they want to do speaking, here's a speaking coach. If you want to do Facebook ads, hey, go to Zach Spuckler. Yes, I am. Yes. Oh, so are you in Perry 10K too? I love all the Perry 10K. Thank you for the link. Thank you. ReachAndMakeMillions.com. And you can also sign up here for the replays of this broadcast. Awesome. So the seventh step is to really, really analyze your tweaks. So this is really important. I had a client once that called me, like after a while that we worked together, and she was like, oh, like this coach told me to change this image to something else. I'm like, why? They're like, oh, because it's not working. I'm like, how is it not working? And there wasn't a definite answer. Like there was no way to prove that it wasn't working. Oh, congrats for joining Perry 10K. Yay! Life is a hat party. I think you're going to fit in really well with all of us. I've got my cat ears here. As Steph with an F has a wig, and I've got my cat ears. And then the other Katya has a duck. So we're all fun. So you want to make sure that you have analytical tools on your website. Squarespace already has analytics. SumoMe already has analytics. So you've got two things on your side that you're already using that are free that help you with analytics. And then there's another one called hotjar.com. And all of these tools let you see where people click on your website, how far down they're reading, how they're interacting. Respect the cat and duck, yep. So where people are, how they're interacting with your website. Because, so for example, Google Analytics, yeah, so Squarespace, SumoMe, they use Google Analytics, but it's like, I feel like people get lost in Google Analytics on like the website visitors, like how many visitors did I have today? That doesn't matter. It's how they interact with your website. So here's an example. I had Hotjar recording the interaction, and I had a lot of analytics on the sales page. And I realized that I had like some copy and then a huge image. And I realized that once people got to the image, they dropped off. So I was like, wait a second, they didn't even get to the important stuff in the bottom under the image. So I could conclude that one, maybe they thought the page ended because the image kind of just stops the flow of the sales page. And two, maybe I should have the important stuff up at the top, because what if this is not their first time visiting the sales page? Are they really going to want to scroll all the way down? So I made some tweaks to my sales page. I moved up, I put a link at the top, made the image smaller and kept the text flowing. And then I reset the analytics, and I saw more people getting to the bottom of the page and clicking on the important parts. That was a good website tweak. A bad website tweak is, it's not perfect enough. I need to make it better. Let me change this image. Let me change this copy. This isn't good enough. Like frantic, like not even knowing if things are working or not. So it's important to have analytics set up once you've gone through the whole process. You want to make sure that you know what's working, what's not. Because that's the number one complaint I hear, is that it's like, I'm doing these things and I don't know what's working. So what should I do more of? What should I do less of, right? And this is for everything. Like if you're marketing, track your results. Like I have like for example, Periscope, I have a spreadsheet. I know there's new apps that give you Periscope stats, but I have a spreadsheet that tracks my Periscope stats in relation to my actual goals, like growing my Facebook group, growing my, oh my God, it's like my email list. Hello. So it's like, okay, when I do this Periscope broadcast, I get these many people, and these many people join my Facebook group, and kind of like that, I'm tracking if this is working or not for me. And if it is, I'm going to do more of it, and if it's not, I'm going to do less of it, but it's working well, so I'm going to do more of it. So that's how you know. That's how you tweak your website, your marketing, your systems, everything. You want to make sure that you're tracking to see. Yes, this is a Fitbit watch. Let's see how many steps I've done today. 2,599. That's with me driving and being indoors all day. So, so before I recap, I'd love to have some more people in here. So please, please, please click this little guy and follow me and share. I'm going to recap really, really quick and then take any questions that you guys have, because I know there's been a lot of random questions here and there, and I want to catch everything else that you guys have. And thank you so much for the hearts. So please, I think it's like, I need to learn this. I think on iPhone, it's swipe to the right. And then Android is swipe up because I'm an iPhone user. So yes, thank you so much for sharing your followers. Yes, and this is the link to the webinar on November 12th, 8 p.m. Eastern, and I have a 10-day countdown every day, 8 p.m. Eastern time on Periscope, where I'm giving tips, tricks, all of my top secrets. We've already done day 10. You're so silly. So 10 keys to success in your business, 9 questions to ask when figuring out your niche, 8 places to find potential clients. Yes, awesome. Thank you. Awesome. Favorite list building strategy. Okay, so let me recap that and write that down because that's going to go into another topic. List building strategy. Cool. So today is 7 steps to creating a website that works. And tomorrow I'll be talking about the 6 tools to help you make and manage money with ease. Then 5 tips to setting up a sales funnel that sells, 4-step method to ease tech overwhelm, 3 tools for enrolling new clients online, 2 things you must do to grow your business, and the number 1 mistake coaches make when starting a business. So that's the lineup for the next 10 days. And to quickly introduce myself again to the newbies here, thank you for joining me so much. I love you guys. My name is Katya Sarmiento. I'm the founder of ReachAndMakeMillions.com. Yes, awesome. I love friend requests. Stripe versus PayPal. I prefer Stripe. They both work. Same fees. So I'm the founder of ReachAndMakeMillions.com, where I help holistic entrepreneurs and coaches build a thriving online business without tech overwhelm. And this is a 10-day countdown to my webinar. We're on day 7. We've got a week left. So just to recap the 7 steps to creating a website that works today for day 7. The first step is getting clear on your branding, who you work with, what you do, your photographer. I see you're friends with Sean. I mean, holistic. Yes, holistic. Kind of like the people that, health coaches, spiritual coaches. They're more into personal growth. Like, I love having conversations about my personal growth books here with my clients. So kind of like they have a more natural, holistic approach to things. Especially because I took the transformational coaching method by Holistic MBA. So those are my people. I love, love, love my people, my community of coaches. So first step to creating a website that works is getting very clear on your branding, your messaging, your positioning, who you work with, getting a nice design for your website. Second step is your copy, getting clear on how to speak to your clients because they're struggling with something and they want something and you are filling that gap. So you need to speak to that gap and resonate with your audience. Then the third one is mindset, and I cover tech overwhelm. There's an easy way to manage tech overwhelm, and that's going to be day 4 of the countdown. Then 4th step is the actual website, and I recommend Squarespace.com. Very simple to use. It's really for non-techie people that are just starting off, so it's perfect. Step 5 is email marketing and list building, and so I recommend Mailchimp, SumoMe. Mailchimp holds like your lists and you can do automated emails. SumoMe is your opt-in boxes. Step 6 are your client onboarding systems, which are really important. You've got your scheduling with Acuity Scheduling. You've got your payments with PayPal or Stripe. I prefer Stripe, but Acuity links with both. You've got HelloSign for contracts, and you've got Uber Conference for your calls, either one-on-one or group. All of the tools I recommend are either free or very cheap. And then the 7th is having analytics tools on your website. Squarespace automatically has analytics. SumoMe already has analytics. And have you helped any churches yet with your skills? No, not yet. I haven't. No churches have reached out to me, or I don't know anybody that has asked me for help with churches and websites. Can you write those down for a screenshot? So, I can. Okay. I can actually do this. I will send out notes to all of the webinar registrants. Yeah, you've got well, first off, I'm uploading the replay for the webinar registrants, so go here. And I think this one's a good one to summarize because it is a lot. So I will summarize and send an email after the scope for you guys. So just make sure to sign up for the webinar at this link because I'm sending email reminders with the Periscopes and daily topics and the replays. You guys get to download the replays. Site security. Squarespace handles security for you, so you don't have to worry about that. It's like literally perfect for non-techie people. You don't have to worry about site security or like figuring out which template That's me now. What? Yay! Yes, you're gonna get the emails. Periscope and Periscope keeps the replay. But I know like it's gonna be hard. He's gonna have to watch like the whole replay just to get to like everything. So I think it's a good idea to summarize it for the webinar registrants, just to be nice, because this is a lot. So Squarespace handles all of the technology back end, so you don't have to worry about it, especially because I know WordPress doesn't have, like, WordPress, you have to know everything, you have to figure everything out, you have to have someone that's knowledgeable. I'm not on Catch. I download and upload all of my recordings to my Facebook group, Reach and Make Millions Mastermind, and if you're a webinar registrant, you're getting, like, the recordings, not just the replay, the actual recordings of these replays. Creative Wisdom, I love that name. So perfect. And then somebody asked me my favorite list building strategy. Hey, howdy. So my favorite list building strategy has definitely been this 10-day, not 10-day challenge, but 10 days of content. Hey, Bernie. But there's seriously a lot of ways to build your list. There's like Facebook ads, there's just like doing talks and speaking, guest blog posts, podcast interviews, telesummits, webinars. Oh man, there's so many. Joining, just being on Facebook groups. Like the first way I built my list and got clients was just being on Facebook groups and helping people out. Like yesterday, hey Avery, nice to see you on here. So yesterday I was on a Facebook group. Show the link one more time. Yes, of course. Here's the link. I love the purple hearts. It always reminds me of Zach. How do you get your YouTube video so fly in the iPhone? That's a top secret. I actually someone asked me that yesterday. I think it was on my Facebook group. How do you find telesummits? They have found me. I think like if you find a very engaged group, like I think of like Kimra Luna's Freedom Hackers group, and I even have a day in my group, I think it's actually today, Thursday, of Connect, where like you just say, hey, like I'm looking to be interviewed for podcasts and telesummits, is anyone doing one? What type of holistic coaching do you provide? Okay, we'll check out the group. Awesome. Yeah, and you can join my Reach and Make Millions Mastermind also by joining. I'll send out a note for that too. The holistic coaching I provide, basically, I provide the alternate solution to what every web developer and designer teaches people. And so I'm very, 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 very specific to holistic entrepreneurs and coaches that are just starting off. So I have tried and tested tons of different tools and tactics and strategies for the past 2 years. And I teach the ones that I have seen work. And I also work on mindset with my clients. Facebook ads, giveaways have been great list building for you. Yeah, right now I do Facebook ads. I've got my own Facebook group. I'm in other Facebook groups. Don't have to sign up to every opt-in box, or just one is fine. One is fine. Just one is fine. I'm just making the point, like, get this free content. It's really good. So just one. You just have to join one. And so yeah. Oh, I forgot what I was talking about because it's like list building and holistic stuff. It's like all really good content here. So, any more questions? Yeah, I think I answered. My list building is Facebook ads. I have my own Facebook group. I do other Facebook groups. Here's the URL. Extreme Teen Leaders. I'm going to check your profile out and see what you're about. Empowering youth in the community to achieve the extraordinary through life sessions, coaching, leadership. Perry 10K. I like what you're about. Love what you're about. I'm 21 years old, by the way. So I've been doing this. I dropped out of college, quit my full-time job at 18 years old to start this business. And I have invested so much money into coaching programs and business programs and products. Awesome. Thank you. So, and I actually have another Facebook group called Young Online Entrepreneurs, and it's kind of like a college party for 20-something-year-olds that rather than having drinks in our hands, we have laptops and we're talking about business. Thank you. So, yes. So, if you haven't already, 10 days of free content. Yes, King Sumo is also by the same person who made Sumo Me. Self-development is the best investment. Yes, it is. Yeah. So, 10 days of free content. Today I talked about the 7 steps to creating a website that works. Tomorrow I'm talking about the 6 tools to help you make and manage money. We're counting down to a webinar on November 12th. There's 7 days left. Yes, I love collaboration. Collaboration happening. I love this. Perfect. I love this. My scope has done a collaboration. I'm happy. The Facebook group is Reach and Make Millions Mastermind. So it's just basically my brand. You can even go to ReachAndMakeMillions.com. You'll find everything everywhere. ReachAndMakeMillions.com, Katya Sarmiento. So thank you for being here. I'm going to recap one more time because I've been having people in and out. I used to be a freelance web designer. I don't do it anymore. I teach coaches how to make their own websites. Awesome. I love this. What was the post about King Sumo again? King Sumo is by Noah Kagan. He does Sumo Me as well. And King Sumo is like a giveaway platform for WordPress. Yes, there's my link, reachandmakemillions.com. And this is the link to register for the webinar and the 10 days of content. You need to update your site. Talk to me. I've got to help you. You've got a good movement. You've got a good cause. So here's the link for the free webinar and the content. So you see, this is why I do what I do, because there's so many coaches and so many people with great messages to share, and they're not sharing it because their site or technology or branding or copy, something is not happening or not updated, or they're just stuck. So, thank you for following. Yes. What was my Facebook group again? Reach and Make Millions Mastermind. And I've got all my Periscope replays in there too, so that's awesome. Oh, the other one for 20-something-year-olds is Young Online Entrepreneurs. So, and if you're 29 turning 30 soon, it's okay. You can come in. We just don't want like really old, creepy dudes, because I've gotten a lot of like really weird people messaging me, so just to be safe. But I've connected with so many, it's because I know. I had the gap where I'm 21 and I hang out with college people and like they're my age, but they don't get the business thing. And then I hung out with coaches that got the business thing, but they're like, I have kids your age. And it was kind of like, 33, join us. Just join us. You'll meet a lot of cool. So that's why I created Young Online Entrepreneurs for us 20-somethings that are not in college and doing business. I would love to be. Hello, yes. So check this out. Check out my webinar. Yes, Journey, you are awesome. You're killing it tonight. Like seriously, you're awesome. So I'm going to recap the 7 steps to creating a website that works, because I'm noticing it's already like 8:49 and I wanted to keep this really short. So I'm definitely going to type out a summary for everybody on my list, because I don't want to torture you guys with all of this content. So first step is branding. Get clear on who you are, who you help, what you do, why you do it, what your message is. Okay. You're gonna have to reach me out on Facebook, because I'm not gonna be able. I think I'll find you with the extreme teen leaders too. So branding, get good photography, get good design, and then the second is copywriting. Make sure you're clear on how to speak your message. I'm really ADD, so I will probably like do my email list and then do that stuff and then completely forget. So please reach out to me if you can. I was supposed to leave 30 minutes ago, but you've been too awesome to turn off. I love that. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, 1, branding. 2, copywriting. Write out your message. Get clear on where your clients are right now, where they want to be, and speak to the gap that you fill with your coaching and awesomeness. 3, yes, branding is your story and who you are. 3 is mindset. I work a lot with tech overwhelm, and in day 4, I'll be talking about my 4-step method. Step 4 is the actual website, and I recommend Squarespace. Super easy. Is that like peace out, Kat? Nice to have you here on Leon. Have you on here, Leon. Oh, I'm at my max point here with Periscope. So step 4 is website. Requested to join your Facebook group. Awesome. So Squarespace, webspace. Your website using Squarespace is awesome. Oh, I don't know who you are that just put the muscle emojis. Carolyn, I was telling people I like the muscle emoji yesterday. I'm in tech overload. Okay, yes, breathe. Day 4, I'll be talking about how to manage that feeling of tech overload. I'm usually in tech overload too. So it's not just you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's not your fault. So you can breathe. Especially with, I'm mentioning a lot of technology here. So you guys are rocking it. You guys are doing really, really good. Yes, inhale, exhale. You've got this. You've got this. So the fourth step is the actual website, and it's I always recommend Squarespace to my clients. Oh, you love technology. Awesome. Awesome. You rock. So step 5 is email marketing and list building. I recommend Mailchimp and sumome.com. Step 6 are systems for getting new clients. Yes, Squarespace. And giving your clients a great experience when they pay you. So I recommend Acuity Scheduling for scheduling and payments. Acuity Scheduling links with PayPal and Stripe. I personally prefer Stripe, and I've heard a lot of great stories with Stripe. The Makeup Mindset. I like that username. Welcome. Yes, great experience using systems. So Acuity Scheduling, Stripe for payments, HelloSign for getting contracts signed online. It's as easy as uploading a document and then saying sign here, sign there. And Uber Conference for conference calls, either one-on-one calls or group calls. I just love that you get your own number. I don't like sharing my cell phone number unless it's like with people that I'm really going to connect and collaborate with. For my clients, I give them my Uber Conference number, and it records the calls for free. It sends out notifications 5 minutes before through email and text. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So Uber Conference is super cool. And then the last step is analyzing what you've already created and scaling it up. And so you don't want to be endlessly tweaking your website. You want to have analytics tools. Squarespace has analytics, SumoMe has analytics, and I also recommend Hotjar, which is free, to see how your visitors interact with your website, especially important things like sales pages, landing pages, opt-in pages, sales funnels. You want to make sure that it's working. Hotjar has this really cool feature that lets you put step-by-step of your sales funnel. So you could have the opt-in page, then the thank you page, then the upsell, then the product, then the thank you page for the product, and see where do people drop off. Is it the upsell? Is it the thank you page? Like, is there something wrong in your sales funnel? Good things to know here, right? So those are the 7 steps. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're loving this information, register for the webinar, because this webinar is going to be jam-packed with technology information. Great steps and tools for beginners and non-techies. Yes, 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 yes. Especially for coaches. The important part about coaches is that you want to share your message and coach people. You don't want to be spending time on the technology. I should be charging for this. I do. I have a program called Create a Website That Works, but I do private coaching. So yeah, really, really important stuff. It's time for you to get out there and share your message. Hey, new here, loving the info, Julian. Let's check you out. Oh, you don't have a description, but I'm so glad you're here, and I'm glad you're loving the info. You coach teens. I probably needed you when I was a teenager. I needed a miracle. When I was 13, here's my story. When I was 13, I was diagnosed with depression, and I was put on Prozac, and I was almost Baker acted. Like, I was terrible. I was a mess. New here too. Nice to have you. Hearing my crazy story as a new creative wisdom. Thank you. So honestly, the reason I was so depressed now that I think back on it is because I wasn't sharing my message, and I wasn't expressing my truth or listening to my intuition and following my path. I was doing all the shoulds, listening to what everybody else thought I should be doing. I didn't get the hint when I joined college either. Like, I had to have a hurricane and what else? And losing financial aid. You have overcome and are amazing. Thank you. Yeah. Someone told me today it's kind of like a tree. Like, the seeds are planted and they have to grow through darkness before they find the light. Kind of like that. Is Uber Conference free? Yes. It's free and you can upgrade. I upgraded so I can have an 800 number and so that I can call out to people. I like it. So, yeah. So now I'm listening to my path and sharing my message, and I want you guys to do the same thing. Especially because the way this happened, I don't like meds for depression, too many side effects. My side effects were more suicidal tendencies and depression. It was really bad. My side effects were really, really bad. Without darkness, you cannot see the light, right? And you know what really helped me? Like, it was not Prozac. It was not, like, I recommend therapy. Like, it was a pathway to my healing. But what really helped me was having these coaches help me work on my diet. I had health coaches, I had life coaches, I had a bunch of coaches, spiritual coaches. I think I had 7 coaches at once. So that was 7 hours of coaching per week from different coaches every week for 3 months. That changed my life. Yeah. So I'm like still holding this up. So like, I feel like those coaches changed my life, first off. And then I heard those coaches complaining about technology, so I was like, no, I'm not having it. I'm going to help with this. Create a website that works to share your message and coach other people that are either dealing with something similar or having something as bad happen. So glad I became a coach, right? The power of impactful coaching. Expressing yourself and diet works pretty well for depression. Yeah, all it was some issues with my gut. I needed some probiotics. I needed to exercise. I needed to eat. I needed to sleep. I needed to take care of myself. And I needed to do something I love, which is this, my business. I'm not going to say I'm perfectly happy every day, but I do feel more joy and ease. I want you on my board. Yes, I say yes. Let's talk. Reach out to me on Facebook. Or Twitter or whatever, or on my website, any way you want to. Actually, if you go to my website, ReachAndMakeMillions.com, and you go to my Work With Me page, and if you want to collaborate with me, like if you want me to be on your board, schedule a chat with Kat. It's free. It's not free coaching. It's let's connect. I'll get to know you, you get to know me, and how do we collaborate? Business owner to business owner. And so for everybody else, because I've been holding this up the whole time, check out this link, 10 days of free content leading up to my webinar. My webinar is in 7 days on November 12th, and I'm going to be on Periscope every night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. And the webinar is November 12th, 8 p.m. Eastern. You'll get the replays, email reminders, and more. So I'm going to hop off. It's 9 o'clock, guys. I went for an hour. This was the long. I was like, I'm going to keep these scopes to 15 minutes. And that did not happen. Your website is awesome. Did you do it yourself? Yes, I did. Where am I located? Miami, Florida. And I have to say, I have to give credit to my virtual assistant. She is amazing. I created the idea. I have a brand style guide. I got clear on my branding and my copywriting and my mindset before I worked on my website. Those are the first 4 steps. And so she's really helped me out. I have to give her credit too, because she's done. I got my photography by Wendy K. Yalom, Yalom. Wendy K. Yalom. She's amazing. She did my photography. I did my brand style guide. I showed it to my VA. She made the graphics. I make some graphics. We collaborate. She's awesome. Yes, I did the website on Squarespace. I have had like 7 different websites. I've been doing freelance web design since like MySpace was cool. Yes, Wendy is awesome. So MySpace was cool like about 7 or 8 years ago. So that's how long I've been making websites. I used to make MySpace layouts too for like teenagers because I was a teenager at the time. And I used to play around with like Photoshop and stuff. And then I don't know if my mom is still here on my Periscope, but she used to be like, you need to get off the computer. And I'm like, this is going to be my business one day. And I proved it. Yeah, since MySpace. So like, my previous business, your daughter too. You think you still have MySpace? Mine is probably still there. Yes, look, my mom, she remembers she used to have to like, she would wake up at 2 in the morning and notice that I had sneaked downstairs to my computer and was like playing something like World of Warcraft. I was dedicated to that stuff. I would wake up at 6 in the morning and I would be photoshopping all day, making MySpace layouts for me at 13 or 14 years old was a business. Even though I didn't make money, it was a serious business. Because those teenagers were like picky. Like they needed the best of the best MySpace layouts. Yes, insomnia. Yes. Hey, I have acknowledged and accepted that I go to sleep at 2 in the morning and I wake up at 10 in the morning. It's impossible for me to wake up at 6, and that's okay. Amazing you found your path so young. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So I definitely made this my business, and I'm really passionate about it because of the people that changed my life, and I feel like it's a domino effect. They changed my life, and it impacted my friends and family, and I feel like the more, it's like an umbrella, the more people they affect, the more the world is shifted into a higher consciousness and vibration, if I can get woo with you guys. But yeah, so check out the link one last time. Can you stay on for another hour? Oh man, how I wish. How about another hour tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern? Catch me tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's my favorite topic. 6 tools to help you make and manage money. And I've paid off $65,000 of debt in the last year. So I'm excited about this topic. Really, I love these tools. I love technology, but especially for making and managing money, that's very helpful for people. So register for the webinar so you could get the reminder for tomorrow's scope. Thank you. Yeah, I said, yeah, I paid off $65,000 of debt, and people are like, wow, congrats. I'm just like, I am learning to stop and celebrate more. Yes, and gratitude. That's actually what I'm about to go do. It's time for dinner, even though I'm not really hungry, but it's time. I'm just excited. I'll probably get hungry after this. Time for dinner, time for gratitude journaling, meditation, relaxing until 2 a.m. I fall asleep. So that's my night schedule if you guys wanted to know. I actually wanted to do a Periscope on how I journal because I have a specific process now. But tomorrow, 8 p.m., you guys, it's up to you guys because I was like 15 minutes only. I want to pay mine. My mom has debt. She's like, can you pay my debt? I think that's the one thing I promised. It's like, once I finish paying my debt, I want to pay off her debt. So, what was I saying? I think it's time to go. I think that's what I was saying. So it's up to you guys. If you want to catch me tomorrow at 8 p.m. and keep me on for an hour, feel free. I'll stay here. Yeah, awesome. But I'm going to get off now. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to everybody for the hearts. Thank you for sharing with your followers. If you're not following me already, you can click the little Perry guy down here and follow me. And I will be on again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time, and every day until my webinar at 8 p.m., which is super exciting. So thank you for being here. Glad I met you here. Glad I met you too. Please reach out. I'm really excited to talk to you. All right? You guys have a great night because it's 9 p.m. over here for me.